Hello everyone. Well, this video is going to cover a few more of the items that I bought at my local candy store. And to start out with, I bought this bag of Gold Mine Gold Nugget bubblegum. I remember these from when I was a kid, not this exact brand, but I do remember being able to buy these little burlap bags full of bubblegum. So let's take the tag off here. It's quite sticky. Okay. So we have this little string off of here. And it's just tied in a loose knot at the top. And there seems to be a crinkly bag inside. So this is what the gum looks like. Imitation of gold chunks that you would find in the ground. So let me open up the package here. There we go. So this is what they look like. You can see that some of the pieces are rather large, and some of them are very, very, very tiny. So they range a great deal in their size. And they're basically just white pieces of bubblegum that have been coated with a yellow coloring. I think their uniqueness is in the fact that every size seems to be a different shape. It seems to be fairly random. Most of them are these middle-size little nuggets here. So let me taste a few of them and see. It almost dissolves into a powder first, and then kind of congeals into bubblegum. It's a very interesting effect. The flavor is a basic sweet bubblegum flavor. Fairly nondescript, other than the sweetness. Once it becomes bubble gum, it's not super hard, but the sugar leaves it fairly quickly. So this isn't gum that you would chew on for probably more than 5 or 10 minutes before it would completely lose all of its flavor. So that is the Gold Nugget bubblegum. I think this compares pretty much to what I remember of this type of gum as a child. I never had a tremendous amount of it, but I had a little bit here and there. A few stray pieces here. Get them picked up. Like I said, some of the pieces are quite small. Pretty much just candy coating, I would imagine. Okay. It doesn't close all the way, but that's okay. We can tie it back like it was, like that. So, it's a fun little candy. Nothing too fancy, but it's a nice little concept. And it's a nice little cloth bag. So even after you are done with the gum, you may be able to use it for something else. To keep some jewelry in, or change, or something small. Maybe even your own gold nuggets. Okay. The next thing I got is these, which I also remember from my childhood, Necco Wafers. They're like a sweet, powdery type candy wrapped in this kind of like wax paper. It says it's an American classic, and I guess it is. I know I've had these before, but I don't remember exactly what they taste like. Other than that there was like a powdery coating on them that kept them, I don't know, separated or fresh or something. So, this is what one looks like. It has the word Necco printed on it, and it is a hard type wafer. Very hard. Definitely a fruit flavor. lots of sugar, obviously. But it also has just a little hint of a mint to it. So it like, I wouldn't say it was a breath freshener, but it could definitely be used as such in a pinch, I think. And as soon as you put it in your mouth, it starts to dissolve. So I'm going to wait just a few seconds before I crunch down on this part. Once you start chewing it, it pretty much starts dissolving. And these are fat-free, if you were wondering. That pink one, I'm not quite sure what flavor that was supposed to be. It wasn't like strawberry or anything that I could discern. So let's see how this orange peach color if it has a different flavor or not. Definitely has a different flavor. It's definitely orange. It's fairly strong. It's nice. It is, it's a nice balanced flavor between the sweetness and the flavor of the orange. I think growing up I always considered these to be more of a grown-up sweet. I don't know if that's true or not, but that was my perception of them. I think because they really don't have the over-the-top sweetness or the really fancy, colorful, flashy packaging of some other candies that I always considered them to be grown up. But they are fun to crunch. So this is Necco Wafers. Very nice. I could definitely have these like in my office, in my drawer at the office, and snack on them throughout the day. There seems to be a wide variety of flavors in here. There's a yellow and a blue and a green and a white. It looks like there's a brown, so maybe some chocolate flavor. So I actually look forward to eating this. But I'm a grown-up, so that's probably why. And imagine they would stay pretty fresh. I don't know that they would go bad very quickly because they are so hard. And the next candy that I got is something that I had never seen before, but it looked very interesting, so I got some. These are called Marshmallows. And it says here at the top, marshmallow poles, artificially flavored, and there are 10 of them in this package. And they intrigued me with the color and the brightness. I think this is really nice packaging. It gets your attention, but it's not over the top and absolutely screaming at you. And I like how the color of the actual candy matches the color of the plastic, and kind of the candy itself is being shown off by the packaging. Let's see here. Here's what it looks like inside. And each one is individually wrapped. So, very soft in texture. And the package in the individual kind of mirrors the package of the larger bag. So, I'm actually very interested in see what this tastes like and feels like. It looks very interesting to me. I really like the colors. I think they're perfectly matched with each other in a very fun yet subdued color palette for this candy. This has a powder coating on it as well, and it is quite light. It hardly weighs anything at all. You can see it stretches like you would expect something made out of marshmallows to do. So let's see what it tastes like. Very subtle. It's obviously a combination of different fruity flavors. You can see the colors are a little bit more intense where there isn't the powdered coating on them. Very nice. Not super sweet at all, just enough. You could easily eat quite a bit of these and not feel like you had consumed a great quantity of sugar. They're even less sweet than your traditional marshmallows, which I think is good because it lets the fruit flavors of the different stripes kind of come through more easily. That's nice. I like that. But I like candy in general, so. Well, that was quite delicious. I will also look forward to eating these as well. Not all at once, though. I will have to space this out over many weeks, if not months. Because I generally cut down on the amount of sweets that I do consume, especially in this like candied format. Okay. The next candy I have is another new one for me. I had never seen this before. It is called Razzles. It says first it's a candy, then it's a gum. So I'm not quite sure what that means, but I think we'll find out. And we have different flavors. We have lemon here, raspberry, grape, orange, and blueberry. So get the handy scissors here once again. And we'll see what these look like. Here's the grape one, the blueberry one, lemon, orange, and raspberry. They smell fairly strong, so kind of different than what I expected them to be. Let's try the blueberry one. has a smooth texture to it. Very similar to these gold nuggets. It basically breaks into a powder in your mouth, and the powder kind of dissolves and then starts to stick together into a bubble gum. And the flavor leaves pretty quickly after that. The raspberry tastes quite artificial. Especially at the very beginning. I'll try the grape next. Very mild grape flavor. But it does turn into a nice bubblegum type consistency, which is nice. I could probably chew this and keep this in my mouth longer than the gold nuggets gum. Okay. So that is Razzles. For the final piece of candy that I bought something that I definitely remember from my childhood and could not resist picking up, and that is Pop Rocks. I didn't have a whole lot of these as a kid, but I definitely remember them, and I remember them being a lot of fun. So let's see. I'm only going to cut a small corner off here. These are blue raspberry flavor. When it comes to artificial flavors, like they use in candy, blueberry is actually one of my favorite, even if it doesn't taste a whole lot like blueberry. Interesting that they are kind of a greenish color. A variety of sizes, a variety of colors. So let's see here. Definitely very poppy. The blueberry flavor is okay. It's not all that great. But it certainly is a party in your mouth. It's also quite sticky on your fingers. So, that is Pop Rocks. It pretty much dissolves completely. It's not like there's a candy residue that stays after. It pretty much is just popping its way out of existence in your mouth, and then you're not left with anything. So that is another set of the candies that I bought at the local candy store. So I hope you've enjoyed this video. I have one other set of candy related videos that I'm going to make. Please subscribe to my channel and you'll be able to see that one and many other videos that I'll be creating. So thank you guys for watching, and I will see you later. Bye.